Hello everybody and welcome to Starcraft 2 Desert Strike, the best fucking arcade on our deep shit planet. Today, my friends, Elemento, I think, Elemento, I think, yes. Yeah, Elemento surprise us with 1 versus 1 against StarLuk. And as it seems in the email, we are about to see some new strategy. I mean, Desert Strike is already something like 14 years old or maybe 15, but it seems like there are still new tactics to learn. Yeah, the whole life is school, my friends, so you're always independent how old you are, my friends. There is always something to learn, especially in StarCraft 2, my friends. Here you have a lot of teachers, my friends. You don't need to go to school. So if you have children, my friends, don't give away them to, school, private school. Just give them a computer, my friends. Install StarCraft 2, my friends, and then you can... here's a lot of chats. I mean, here, Allgemeiner chat, for example. Yeah. And there you can find like discussions about politics, what happens in Germany, what happens in your country, what happens with education, is it useful to, go to school in nowadays today, because we have a lot of shit internet, chat GPT, and why do we need teachers? I can learn everything from home, my friends, and so on and so on. So you only need, my friends, correct community, which you can find in StarCraft 2, and that's why StarCraft 2 arcade is the best arcade on our fucking planet of the special community. Okay, never mind, my friends. What is this? 2-3 minute introduction. Okay. Let's go. 47 minutes. Okay, then we should not talk much. Yeah. I already know what is going to be, honestly. Yeah, Elemento playing Protoss, I can already say what is going to be. Okay. Maybe for viewers, people can learn something new, I can imagine. But, I mean, this will sound maybe like a little bit... I try to make myself like some person who already knows everything, but I will just say that it is nearly impossible for others to show me something new, my friends. I'm sorry. Recently, the newest thing that I, learned, you could say, or where I was looking and where I saw something like useful, effective, like a strategy, a proto strategy that was really effective from Firelord. Yeah, he, I would say, invented something new, defined some new strategy for Protoss. In a 3 versus 3, for example, maybe you could use it also in 1 versus 1. Like, I'm just gonna say shortly, you make DTs and then you transfer to Immortals or maybe Void Rays. Yeah, and this strategy, or the result of this strategy, is a wave change. So normally you cannot, for example, beat with a Protoss player the early game against some pushing races like Zergs, for example, and then if you like out mind game play with DTs, then you can, get in early game the middle, which is very, deciding. And this strategy was very like effective, and it is really deciding the game. In my opinion, you can even catch many people who are even very good off guard. And here I must say, like in the past, I don't know, 5 years, the only one this strategy was for me like wow, like some wow effect. Like not like this, for example, oh wow, there's a Zerstörungshybrid, what he can do, he can attack units if they come close. Well, this is like some design. But this what Firelord showed, this was like gameplay deciding, my friends. And this, like, respect. Here I can already imagine, honestly, what will happen. I already have this very long, very long, like years ago in my mind. So I will just try to spoil, because I also don't want to show tactics that are not shown yet. Yeah, because you know the magician is not more a magician if he. I mean, I try also not to show everything what I know, because otherwise the people would be better if they would know everything. So here what I can imagine is Elemento probably will start with Stalkers, and then he will sell Stalkers, and further I will not say. Oh, we have normal view, my friends. Okay, no good get lux and have fail, my friends. Okay, never mind. So, Elemento against StarLuk, Elemento playing as Protoss versus StarLuk Terran. So it seems like StarLuk, I think I understand this a little bit, seems like StarLuk was streaming on Twitch, and Elemento just said that he will not see. Yeah, by the way, if you are like interested, yeah, also a little bit advertisement. If you're interested, who is StarLuk? What the hell do you talk about Twitch? Yeah, just go into Twitch, and then type StarLuk 8, and then you will find live gameplay content. Okay, both players took gas. I can't watch this. It hurts for my eye. I'm sorry. Both players are checking, so in my opinion, this right now or next wave, I mean this or previous wave, would be the wave where you would have to push, because you would have enough money to get cannon. Here, honestly, I already would, like for viewers who want to maybe out mind game a little bit the opponent sometimes. Here, honestly, I sometimes, or like you have to work a little bit also with probabilities. Sometimes you can even say that, I mean, in general, you can say if the enemy did not push till like, I don't know, 2 minutes 30, then the probability is very high that he is Protoss and waiting. I would say in general. This because on high class 1 versus 1s, you can use exactly this argument to outplay, to like make it look like you're Protoss, but in fact you will like push with something else. Here, honestly, I would push with mass marines without scan, because now Elemento will react. Oh, he already... Well, here I would immediately make Reapers. Okay. Oh, okay, good, good. So you make a mix. There's another one. Yeah, good. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Nice to see this from Elemento that he is also. This was exactly what I said. He was thinking that the probability is very high that StarLuk didn't push yet, so he probably is Protoss, and now you exactly see what happens if you get with this argument a bit outmined played. But even though I think the Zealots should win with speed or not, okay. Even without speed or yeah, barely. Okay, I would say Elemento should not sell Zealots. But yeah, now he should sell. This is also very smart, my friends. Look, did you see what StarLuk just did? So always, like, talking about efficiency, always, if you want to dance one unit at the middle, always try to, you know, get, I mean, this is logic, try to get the unit that has the less HP, so that the other units with more HP can have a better, more efficient battle. StarLuk doesn't fuck long with gas and immediately takes economical advantage for late game. Okay, so what is meta here? I mean, I was thinking I probably said already too much in the beginning, but what I said in the beginning is actually a very strong Protoss tactic against Terran, especially in 1 versus 1, if you can conclude. Okay, so he sells Zealots, okay, and StarLuk sell Reapers, because there are no more Zealots. So let me quickly, or I mean, I was not sure whether this was some meta from Protoss side or whether this was some meta from Terran side. One moment, please. Oh my goodness. This is pretty close. This should honestly not happen. Sorry, I'm just gonna check quickly what Elemento wrote in the email. I believe we can call it a meta in TOS versus Terran. Long and fun 1 versus 1 game versus StarLuk enjoy. Yeah, say thanks to Elemento, my friends, for this replay. Yeah, talking about efficiency. It's, yeah. By the way, later I will, after these two games, I will probably start to cast some, I would say, 5 or 6 games from me. Yeah, from I think me and StarLuk. It will be 2 versus 2 games against Didi and Zoizudo. Probably I will make 6. 3 games I will show where I lose, I think, in a row with StarLuk against Didi and Zoizudo. And then 3 games I will show about, yeah, some revenge. StarLuk. Sell Reapers. Elemento was thinking to get the middle with 1 gas. So what is meta here? I mean, do you want to sell Archons later or what? And go carriers. It's interesting that StarLuk is upgraded. I mean, I almost never do this, upgrading for Marines shields against Protoss, because look at this damage. I mean, let's see a little bit. The video can continue. This guy making 39 damage. So this is 2 hits, and Marine has 55. So even if you have, for example, this is +1, 39. This is 60, 78 damage. So if the Marine received then 78 or 76 or 74 or 70, it doesn't matter. 2 hits and the Marine is dead, independent of the upgrade. So I don't know, maybe he up... No, I wouldn't recommend this, but yeah, StarLuk knows better. maybe it's let's see here, this Marine. Maybe it is saving a little bit against splash damage, I'm not sure. And look, there's also minus 10 H points again because of stim. Look, that was 1 hit and there's 4 HP. Look, this guy... Was this guy... was this guy receiving full damage, or like how is splash damage counting? Look, this guy is gonna attack, right? 45. This guy's everyone, almost. It was 20 damage. Okay, this guy's gonna get attacked. 36, 25. 36, it took... So splash damage actually makes 20 damage. I think it still doesn't matter. Maybe lightly. Yeah. Greedy. Wait, what? Yeah, so if you are not familiar with the strategy, this is a good strategy, or yeah, a good strategy with what you can catch the Terran player out of guard in a 1 versus 1. Yeah, you use this strategy because it is effective against the Benjis later as well, and if you have later a combination of Archons and Colossus, then this is pretty strong because Colossus and Archons at the same time very good against Marines, and Archons pretty better against Benjis than Stalkers. So I would say Archon Coloss combination is better than Stalker Coloss, but of course in the early game I would say it's a bit difficult with the Archons normally. And yeah, you play as a Terran player against Archons. StarLuk is I think doing pretty good against this. You do Marines, some Medivacs, Ravens and Benjis. What I would try maybe in another 1 versus 1, in some 1 versus 1, what I would try as a Terran player to do against this, or maybe even against Stalkers as well, Marines, yeah, depending on whether they are Archons or not, Ravens, and then Thors. Thors with Benjis, maybe. Yeah. So Elemento is planning something, or no? Wait, what? Oh no, okay. I will just check. Aha, here's the resources. Okay, so this is the meta strategy. Okay, it seems like we get to see some pulverization. So, yeah, Elemento decides to go High Templars instead of Colossus. Let's see how this works. I'm also very interested to see how this works, because in my theory I would do the High Templars only in case if I have middle. Without middle I wouldn't do them, because they, you know, use their energy and their High Templars not on the, you know, on the previous wave. Is it possible that there is some additional damage against heavy units? We have a tutorial here. Is it somewhere visible? Unfortunately not. the feedback is pretty good against these Benjis and Ravens, of course. So the question is, will StarLuk make ghosts? Yeah, he will. Yeah, maybe I would too, probably. Yeah, it's for sure some not usual game. StarLuk probably will make tier 3 and I'm honestly not sure, but tanks. I think I tried it once. Tanks against Archons. I think I was not successful. With this combination, I think, you know what would fit very good? Carriers. Because Archons and the storms, they are protecting pretty good, I would say, against Vikings, Benjis. Against PCs you would probably need some scouts, but I would really like to see some carriers here. He just continue to do Archons and High Templars. I think from a time this will just not be useful anymore, because they are taking like the whole area here. Look, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you could say Archons are useful because they are in the, you know, they are in the distance of attack, but these Archons behind 4, 5, 6, 7, like the half of the Archons just, you know, trying to find something. And only after several seconds a part of it can only attack. But yeah. Yeah, I think I already tried tanks against Archons, and I think I remember it was, for me it was not successful. I failed there. This of course not bad. 41 damage. Hmm. Interesting. I honestly believe that... So this is maybe also smart. Maybe Elemento wanted to make a protection against carriers. Like before he do carriers, he makes scouts. Ah yeah, here he goes with tier 3. And I honestly would like to see carriers instead of Colossus, because of because from the units what we can see Terran has, tanks do not attack carriers, Benjis do not. Then there are some few ravens. Okay, so there are only marines and yeah, honestly marines and ravens, because ghosts only there are 2. Colossus, okay. Maybe for surviving it is important. I don't remember. Maybe I did the tanks without Benjis, but I somehow remember it was looking good till some point of the game. But then, as always in 1 versus 1, yeah, one very important thing in 1 versus 1 against Protoss, you cannot allow him to stack, because once the Protoss player stacks 2 armies, then the game is almost over. It's pretty unfair because you can stack Terran armies, like 2 waves, and there will probably there will nothing happen if you stack 2 armies as a Terran player. But once Protoss stack 2 armies, then it can be very fast GG. Yeah, this for example, if I was StarLuk right now, this one Coloss only, I already would think, oh my fucking goodness, because like maybe you think, oh, only one Coloss, but no, this one Coloss can already make the difference. You need like every unit need to die when you're Terran. Like every unit from Protoss needs to die. Scouts survive, okay. Yeah. As a Protoss, as a Terran, you cannot really make Vikings in this situation. So you either avoid them, or what I would do, this was what I was saying, to try Taurs against Scouts, for example. Because Vikings, they are like, I mean, in 2 versus 2 it's a bit different, because one can do, for example, ground. If there is, for example, Terran versus Protoss, 2 Terrans against Protoss, and one can do, for example, ground, and the other can do air as a Terran player. But in 1 versus 1, yeah, Vikings are like paper planes. Once the like 4 Archons attack the stack of Vikings, then like all Vikings can die in 5 seconds. And then you have storms in addition. So yeah, by the way, the question about how to counter scouts, I mean, I would, for example, try to do Taurs, and what we see here, StarLuk is doing Marines. I mean, he stopped doing them, but actually Ravens with the auto turrets. You can, by the way, micro the auto turrets, like attack by manually attack the scouts, for example. I mean, it doesn't matter, honestly, it's just a small thing. But if you didn't know, then yeah, you're welcome. So you can either, for example, imagine you're in a 3 versus 3, for example, this auto turret stand, you're fighting somewhere here, and then, for example, you're teamed up with Elemento, then here Elemento's army comes, and then you can, you know, team attack his army, and he will be very happy because he likes such things. Huh. It starts to get a bit uncomfortable. It's really amazing. Wow, this I didn't really know, I think. Look at this shit. Scouts. Oh, look what they do. Do they attack the auto turrets first? I mean, there's observer. Yeah, the Benjis are visible. Okay, they attack Ravens first. But not Benjis. Yeah, you see this? Ravens getting attacked, not Benjis. Okay, this we can learn. Okay. I didn't know this. And now we have auto turrets. And now what do the scouts do? Look at this shit. This is clearly a sign of attacking ground. Yeah, here this attacks the Ravens because Ravens reachable. Okay, so even if there are auto turrets, the scouts still prefer Ravens. Who designed this shit? And now look. Okay, there's one Raven, but the scouts are attacking these auto turrets. You know what would be interesting? To see a combination of Ravens and Vikings. I mean, with this logic, I understand that scouts first... I mean, the Vikings will stand behind because they have range. So the scouts will attack first ravens, in my logic. Then they will attack auto turrets. And meanwhile, they will get fucked from behind by Vikings. So you need as a Protoss player then something against auto turrets. This is really interesting because with this you make the scouts a little bit useless. Like you think, oh, I have scouts against this mass air, but actually the scouts doing nothing. Or almost nothing. Look, it's the Archons and High Templars that are doing the work. So actually what I would do as a smart player, I would do first carriers. Because with carriers, the Terran is forced to do Vikings. Or maybe BCs. But both BCs and Vikings are then countered by scouts. If they are of course in reach. So then maybe you need again auto. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like look, they don't care about Benjis at all. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, you know, honestly, there's an easy way. There's a very easy way, honestly. Like, very, very easy. Without carriers and without scouts to... But I will not. Yeah, I think I will not. It's better not. You know what's interesting? My father always, when he comes, always, he doesn't, you know, put his jacket off, his shoes off. First thing what he always do, he goes up on the second etage and then checks whether someone is at home. This is more important than everything else. I honestly, I know what I would do. And I will for sure try it also out against these things. Yeah, this is the thing what I wanted to see. And here, carriers would be very good. I'm really telling you guys, when he... Yes, my friend, yes. Very good. So, yeah. From the point when he get like 3-4 carriers, then the game will be over. Because StarLuk will be... I mean, really. Against carriers, you can't really... There's only... What you can do as a Terran player against carriers in this situation, when especially there's a lot of things that do splash damage with Colossus on the ground. So you can forget everything on the ground. This units, this row you can forget. You can do only Vikings and BCs. But then there are already scouts. And then this is the thing. Yeah, StarLuk producing scouts, Vikings. Because you can't do... Now this is interesting to see. Where's the Viking? He's not here or what? Okay, spawns second wave. Yeah, it's interesting to see how scouts will behave with this combination. Okay, Ravens get attack first. Where's the second? Okay, so auto turrets gets attacked the second. Ravens gets attacked. Oh, here's a very good example. Okay, here. We have auto turret, Raven and Viking. Raven is closer, he gets attack first. Suck, dead. Wait, from where did he get damage? Like, look at this. This scout is attacking the auto turret first. From where did this Viking get damage? This is some signs we have here. What? Sorry. Did this scout shoot or what? This scout is shooting this scout is shooting this, and this one is focusing this. So actually it was this dead scout that somehow focus fired the Viking. Yeah, you see, this is best example. Scout. Like, look at this. I'll just go a little bit back because it's better visible. We have here Raven gets attack first, and then here's the best picture. Viking, or no, Scout, turret, Viking. The Scout is in range. But he decides to go for the turret first. So Ravens, no, Scouts are less effective against when there is Ravens. But then you need really to do a lot of Ravens. This is a bit new. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh my goodness. Benji's Raven Vikings. Is then some efficient way. This is GG. This carriers survived. Look, 3 carriers. He only has 3 carriers, my friends. And what we have here? 7. Sorry, 10. Because there is a new package coming. Yeah, so in my head right now there are, I just think, I mean, obviously the Protoss player is much more favorite in late game than Terran. That's why it's more important, in my opinion, to think about Terran strategies, how to beat Protoss in the late game. In my opinion, there are 2 effective strategies. I mean, Marines, you do Marines, Marauder in the beginning, everyone is doing. And then transfer to, yeah, depending what the Protoss player is doing, if Archons and Ravens. And then what I would like to try to do, Taurus. Because Tors, I mean, I need to think whether I would mix it with Benji's. I'm sorry for what I will say now, but you know, with Benji's, you could trick the Protoss to do scouts. I would say you can trick a not smart player, Protoss player, to, yeah, because he will think, oh, Benji's, I will easy counter it with scouts. But as we have seen in this replay, scouts do not attack Benji's. That's why, for me, I would like to see Protoss to do scouts, because they will do nothing against Tors and Benjis. So I will have Marines, maybe a bit Benjis. I mean, you also have seen that Elemento was doing scouts against Benjis, but in my opinion, this was not efficient. So I don't know. Maybe I would do Benjis and then Tors. Maybe I wouldn't even do Benjis at all and only do Tors. Yeah, it's tricky. It's learning by doing. But for sure, I would like this one strategy, Tors. Because if you do the Tors, then you can, with this, you can force the Protoss player to not do carriers. He will think that, I mean, the most easiest, efficient also way to counter Tors is, for example, Immortals and Scouts. Immortals and Colossus. There are also, of course, other ways. Yeah, but then again, you would need some Benjis against these Colossus. In my opinion, this will be like some 50-50 thing, because if you have a lot of Tors, then they can, with Marines, Benjis, maybe they can outpower Colossus Immortals. A bit questionable, but okay. I'm not sure. Maybe I tried it once long ago, but I need to try it out against some competent player. Yeah, because the great threat for Terran player later, he can deal, for example, if there is only Colossus. But then, for example, if the Protoss player, if you compare, for example, these units and these units, then in general, these units have much better potential to win every unit from, like, you, like for example, look, you have Colossus that don't need to siege, they just attack immediately and do pretty good splash damage. 460 minerals, pretty cheap, I would say, for this. Then you have storms that do even splash damage on air. You have Archons that do splash damage on air and on ground. And then you have this carrier. So, for example, if there would be only these 3 units, maybe the Terran could somehow deal with it. But then in addition, you have this, carriers. And the Terran, in my opinion, he can't deal with every unit of Protoss. Like, look, you have anti-air scouts, you have carriers, you have Colossus. As soon as a Protoss player has this unit combination, in my opinion, this is GG, really. There is nothing Terran can do. Like, really, and that's why it's important for Terran player to force Protoss to do what Terran wants to do. and not like allow him to do like carriers. And if you do, for example, tours, then Protoss will not immediately make carriers. He will be delayed. His carriers will be delayed. But if like Protoss will start to do carriers, then the driving force of, you know, forcing other player to do what you want to do, like not the Terran is forcing now Protoss player to do some units, but then the Protoss player is forcing Terran to do units. And this is what you have seen. StarLuk Elemento just did one, and yeah, some few carriers, and then StarLuk immediately reacted with Vikings. The production of Taurus and everything else stopped. And guess what? Vikings. Yeah, you have like Elemento is already the countering units for Vikings. This was one strategy for Terran play, and the other strategy, what looks pretty promising in my opinion, is a combination of like this standard combination, like but now since we have seen that Ravens have more potential against scouts, then maybe you can make a bio Benji Raven Vikings. Maybe you don't even need to do tier 3, only for upgrades. Like you don't need Tours and BCs. This second strategy, in my opinion, looks a bit, probably in my opinion, the best or the most efficient one, because first you have cheap units, you only do tier 2 units, you have to have middle and 3 gas with this, you have only units that costs 190, 225 and 275. These 3 units, only these 3 units you do. Of course, in the beginning, Marines Marauders. But I think later in late game, you do only these 3 units, and this should be enough. So if Protoss will start, let's say, with Stalkers, Archons, you do bio. Then, yeah, depending on situation, what Protoss has, maybe Ravens against Archons, maybe even Ravens against Stalkers anyway. But then from, let's say, latest 14th, 13th minute, you do Benjis as a prevention against Colossus. I would make something like proportion like 4 till 5 Benjis per 1 Coloss. Let's see what StarLuk can tell us here. Okay. Oh, fuck. I don't have this shift. Is everything selected here? Okay, I hope so. 24 Benjis he has. Yeah, let's use the vision of Elemento. Yeah, 24. 24. So we have 5 Colossus. if I would do this with my proportion, then 5 colossus multiplied with 4, yeah, we have like 20 benches. 24 is better, I would say. So, in my opinion, definitely a very good amount of benches against Colossus from this game. And then, of course, Vikings and Ravens. I would do some like proportion, like if I see Archon, then for each Archon, 1 Raven, or maximum 2. He has... wait, was it in really 24? Yeah, 24. We have 15. Yeah. Here we have 10. Yeah, it's okay. But in my opinion, if you, for example, really want to fight Protoss air, not to fight, to win, to dominate Protoss in the air, then you need to start Viking production earlier. So this is like the trick, the huge art in a TvP, in my opinion, is then to find like good combination between like investing the money good enough that you have enough Vikings. Yeah, because at each you need for sure more Vikings than he has scouts. I think so. Yeah. This is yeah, this is, I mean, we can see where's the Vikings here. 8, 9 Vikings. And yeah, there are much yeah, more scouts. I mean, for me, this replay is good in terms of that I learned that that the scouts are attacking auto turrets first. Don't care about benches at all. So they attack ravens first, and then they attack auto turrets, and then Vikings. Yeah, this is... Yeah, of course. I mean, this is what I said in the beginning. If you... I would only do high Templars if I have middle. Yeah, because then this is how it looks like. Then there are storms, and then like how fair is this, my friends? Protoss player has splash damage, massive splash damage on ground, and not massive, but also very good splash damage on air. Terran has only with tanks splash damage, and the tanks has to siege, and they unsiege when they attack Colossus. Reach 13, 9. The missile, this was really very bad that this was removed. But okay. Yep. Okay, thanks. Really, that was good replay. I also learned something. How long is this? 28. Yeah, okay, my friends. So thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay curious, stay motivated, and then I would say see you. See you in the next videos, my friends. What? 1 hour? Okay. Goodbye, everyone, and enjoy life. Goodbye.